Hello everyone. Myself Hariprakash and I'll be your drawing tutor today. And I'm very excited and thrilled to have you all here brought to the session brought to you by Yasha Academy. So today we will be diving into the world of art and one of the timeless subjects in the art like creating human portraits. Whether you are just starting your arts career or you want to be expertised in the field of arts, you should have a clear understanding of how the human portraits are sketched in the piece of paper. So there are many methods which artists, professionalized artists use to create a human head in the paper. So we'll be just discussing every type of method they have used to create a human head as well as the proportions guidelines and all and I welcome you all to the video. Okay, yeah. We'll discuss the types of and the methods artists use to create a human portrait, and we'll be discussing from beginner level to expert level. So the first method I would say is tracing method. A good starting point for absolute beginners. You can trace over the printed reference photo using a tracing paper or a light box. Like how does it work? It works by placing a tracing paper over your reference, maybe like that. Carefully, you just trace all the important features and lines and all, and then you can just shade and land all the proportions. So, this method builds your muscle memory. It's not cheating. Seriously, it's not cheating. It's like using training wheels for drawing. But remember, don't rely on it forever. So you have to improve from tracing method to grid line to Loomis method, and then you may go to the freehand method. So this is the first and beginner level type which they have used to trace a human head on the paper. Here comes the second method. This is one of the most popular and most accurate way to draw a human portrait. Like this is one of the easiest methods too. Then how does it work? This works when you take a reference photo, maybe a printed copy, and draw equal sized squares over the reference photo. Then draw the same number of squares in the drawing paper as well. So now you can just go square by square and copy what you see in the respective square in the reference photo. Like this method is solving a puzzle. Like you don't need to draw the whole face. Like you may go from square to square at a time. It helps you maintain the correct proportions, expect especially for the eyes, nose and lips and all. So this is one of the easiest and most effective method to draw the human portrait by using the grid method. And how do I make the grid on the reference photo? Like I'm using an app named grid maker for artists, and I'll be giving the link for the app in the description. And I'll just show how to use the app by placing a video here. Just you can check by that. And how does that work, I'll be explaining. Okay, after installing this particular grid maker app for artists, like you just open the app and click the files icon which is on the top right corner. Then you can just select the size and orientation of the photo which you have to use, like orientation from horizontal or vertical, and then the size maybe from A4 to A3, A2 and all, and you can customize your size. Then click open and then upload a photo. After uploading, you can just crop the photo and click crop to set grids. Click the crop option to set the grids, and you can even change the color of the grid. As I have shown the video, you can change the size of the grid boxes, like from 10 millimeter to 5 millimeter, even below. This then the save option is also available, and you can use maybe diagonal grid lines and radial grid lines and all. Yeah, and I'll be giving the app details in the description. Go check it out. Okay, this is a third method of how professional artists use to create a human head on the piece of paper. Like this method is Loomis method. This Loomis method is developed by Andrew Loomis in 1940s. It's a technique for constructing the human head in drawings using simple geometric forms and landmarks. It simplifies the head's complex structure into a sphere, planes, and facial features. making it easier to understand and draw from various angles. The method's evolution is involves understanding its core principles and adapting it to different subjects and styles rather than simply copying its steps. And I'll be showing a complete video of how this Loomis method works and all. So just get back into the video. Okay, this method is Loomis method. Like in this Loomis method, you can just draw a face shaped by many basic shapes from circles, triangles, and planes and all. Like we can use this Loomis method to face creation because the basic human skull is circle in shape, like sphere in shape. You can see this is a circle or sphere where you can just cut these two edges and get a shape like this, and that's how we get the face shape for this skull, and you can add the jaw lines to get a face shape. This is Loomis method, and if we cut down these edges and make it in a different perspective, we may get this kind of circle or sphere. For this we can use this line as hairline, this is for eyebrows, this is for nose, and the same space here we can take this for jawline. Okay, now you can just try to sketch, and this line is for ears, and this line we can start our jaw lines. This is how it works. Like in the hairline, you can just add the hairline, or we can see in a different perspective. If we see this circle being in this perspective, you can see a circle inside a circle where you can just draw your ears here, and this line is for hairline, this is for nose, and this is for jaw lines. Like how I have drawn a nose and a lips and a jawline connecting, and if you erase these parts, and you will be getting a complete image of how human face or head looks like. Now I'll be drawing this and converting it into a human photo, then you can just understand how this works. For this video, this may be the last type or method for human head creation. Maybe there are some extra methods, like I'll be focusing now in freehand method. This freehand method is purely based on eye observation and sketching skills. No grids, no guides, no Loomis method, no circles, no jaw lines, no. It's only based on your eye observation and artistic skills. Maybe many of the expertised skilled portrait draw artists may use this method. Like you may see in some places they'll be sketching in front of live audience and all. So that may be purely based on the eye observation, and this is freehand drawing. How does this work? Observe a reference photo or a live model. You can use either reference photo or maybe a live person in front of you. Focus on shapes, shadows, and angles. Like now, you may see that my this side has shadows and this side has lightings. So based on it, we have to improve our shading skills. Then slowly build a face, starting with any feature. Like I mostly start with eyes, then nose, then lips, then the face shape. Many used to do on many different methods. Like I have been a beginner using tracing method, and then level 2 beginner using grid line method, and then the intermediate artist used Loomis method for creating faces, and now I'm using freehand method to create portraits, and I'll just add some of my freehand portrait works in the video. You can check it out. And the one more thing is, like, freehand sketching helps you become a true artist, but it takes more time and more practice. Start small, draw one facial feature, like draw an eye without using any proportions and grid lights and all. Then you can just gradually develop by drawing other face features, then a complete portrait. Yeah, this is how it works. And these are some of the types, and there may be some extra types, maybe like blocking method, contour drawing, negative space drawing, and all. And these are the main things which we have discussed, are the main types or methods of art to create the human portrait. So we can stick to that. Here we come to the end of the video. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and it was a nice experience. This is my first time recording a video. Thank you so much, and send this video to your friends who is interested in arts. And thanks for watching. Do like the video, subscribe Yasha Academy. Bye.